Right.
That's very true, Susan. We
That's what
haven't heard how the kids have reacted to her. You know, were they?
Kids probably could care less.
Yeah,
They're
well.
3 and 5. They're like, this the cool on it. Let's go.
right, please. Hmm.
All
Maybe.
right, let's go
You
ahead
know,
and get to part two real quick. Here's part two.
And then OP posted an update. So to start things off, my wife and I have done a lot of research into dissociative identity disorder. Right off the bat, I'll be blunt here. I do not believe in the fad of dissociative identity disorder or anything that goes along with it. Then OP goes into a long paragraph where he basically argues that he thinks a lot of people are faking dissociative identity disorder. Now that that's out of the way, my wife and I have heard from my brother after the party. He thinks that we owe his girlfriend an apology. We told him that he owes us an apology for not telling us about his girlfriend's erratic and psychotic behavior. I'm not using the term psychotic to be insulting. I really do think that she's experiencing some sort of psychosis. My wife told him that due to his extraordinary lack of judgment in bringing her around our family and our kids, when he knew about this, we didn't really feel comfortable having him around our children without one of us directly there either. We encouraged him to get her to see an actual doctor and get checked out. We told him that we'd be willing to help her look for doctors in the area if she needed support and didn't want to involve her family in this for whatever reason. But we also told him that under no circumstances will she be allowed around our kids again unless she goes through intensive therapy, realizes what she did was wrong, and apologizes for it. Yo, what? OP clarifies, hold on. By the way, she does have a TikTok account where she pretends to be my daughter.
Am I waiting?
It's still Anna's call first. Unless Anna wants us to pass it on.
I'm okay to wait.
this is. Please tell me that there's more.
There's more.
She has an account where, I mean, okay, number one, I am sorry, OP, you are wrong. The Mayo Clinic recognizes DID. There have been studies, there are cognitive behavioral therapies, but you're categorizing this as she knowingly did wrong. Unless you can prove to me that she's really knowing what she's doing. Like these TikTok, I don't know what to say about the TikToks. I need more information than one line. This?
I mean, my whole thing is this, man. Y'all, hey, and people, whoever hears this video at some point, I challenge you to use. No, not even challenge. Forget that. That's empty. Think about the context of how this message is being relayed by the brother sister, right? And the logic center that they're drawing from. It is textbook conservative, fake Christian love bullshit, right? It's I don't believe your lived experience. However, let me help you, but you must accept the help the way I choose for you to receive said help, given that I don't believe you have a problem in the first place.
Yeah.
You can use that on race, mental health, gender issues, and it almost always comes from a conservative standpoint because they don't believe it unless they physically have dealt with it themselves. It's something about the way their brain works. And so you look at this and I'm like, this is offensive. I'm still offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really are concerned about helping this young lady, then offer to help her, right? Find out what the obstacle is first. That's the first thing you need to do, right? You don't know if she's already seeking counseling or help for this. You don't know if she's already under physician's care. You don't know anything. You've never spoken to her. You only spoke to her boyfriend, which is your brother. And he's only giving you what he chooses to give you. So
Mhm.
you don't even really care about this young lady. You are virtue signaling. You are condemning this person for not being what you want them to be, then imposing your worldview on top of them to qualify for your empathy and compassion. Fuck you, right? And oh, I'm sorry, first hour.
That's all. You already owe me $1.
I spelled it with a P. But
Yes.
anyway.
But you said it with an F.
But yeah, it's just that mentality is, it's okay with me if you don't understand. It's okay with me if you don't
Right.
even want to understand. It's okay with me if having what you walked in on, because it would have freaked me out to walk in on that, you say, get the hell out my house and don't come back here. That's okay with me too. All these reactions are perfectly fine with me because you have the right to react the way you choose, so long as you're not trying to physically hurt somebody. But
Okay.
to then turn around and condition your care on their behavior meeting your expectations, that's where I have a problem. That's the same thing that when people do things like they want to give homeless people, they say they care about homeless people, but they won't give a homeless person $5 because they might go buy drugs with it. I'll go
Right.
buy you a sandwich. Did they ask for a sandwich? Maybe they wanted French fries. Maybe they need the $5 because they live in a homeless encampment where they put their money together at the end of the day and they buy pizza or they buy sodas or they buy something that feeds multiple people for a certain amount of money. But you don't care about all that. You worried about, if I give you this, how will you use it?
Yeah.
I don't like people like that. That's just, don't do it then. Just don't do it. Just distance yourself from this woman. Let your brother and have his relationship. It'll rise or fail based on its own merits, and just be out of it. Just be out of it. But I don't like how that went. Not at all.
No.
All right, I'll give my thoughts at the end of the third video. So this is the
This the third one.
This is the third and final
Yeah.